Alright, we don't want to miss the credits. Well, that was a fucking ending. Seriously. That was pretty good. I actually am satisfied with that. A little bit of a cliffhanger. I mean, obviously, I wasn't expecting them to end this series. It's doing so well. Uh, Assassin's Creed, though. I believe way back in the beginning, when Assassin's Creed 1 came out, I was still in high school then, like early high school. And they were saying, oh yeah, it's going to be a trilogy, it's going to, be like that. And then the second one came out, and that game got huge. It blew the fuck up. The series became like crazy big after that. So they released Brotherhood, I think mainly as a vehicle for the multiplayer aspects. Basically the Call of Duty of Assassin's Creed. I'm just talking out of my ass here, but this is the way I see it. And Revelations, it was like, another one to kind of milk the series for, what it is. And now Assassin's Creed 3, which this is the trilogy right here. This is the end of it, and it was pretty fucking good. A nice ending, solid game, solid gameplay, solid characters. Everything was resolved. The world is saved. Except, well, now Juno's on the loose, but seriously. Like, Ezio, he was a good guy. Altair, good guy. Connor, good guy. Haytham, he was a good guy in his own way. A little bit misguided, perhaps. But really, who are you to say that? In the terms of the game, he's misguided, definitely. But yeah, there was a few things. I mean, they kind of went back on earlier established, like, protocols and limits of the Animus. I mean, obviously, you, like, impregnate a woman, right? There's your genetic DNA right there. You can't really continue getting memories and passing them on to your child after that. So unless Haytham and whatever her name is had sex again later, that was a little bit strange. The big reveal, though, that Haytham was a Templar, that was fucking nice. I really enjoyed that. The big reveal that George Washington is fucking around with your people, and like Charles Lee is actually trying to save them towards the end there, trying to take them along the warrior's path. I don't even really know what Charles Lee was planning the entire time. Just kind of being a dick, really. I'm sure it was something big, though, and he kind of went over my head a little bit, probably. Haytham, he was, that was a good end to Haytham right there. It was kind of silly, like, oh, counter him next to fucking objects, but, it was a good end. Charles Lee, definitely a good end for him. Achilles, good end for him. Fucking the amulet being buried in Connor's and Achilles' dad, Connor's namesake, that was pretty good. Lucy is still dead, obviously. Sacrifice to be made. Desmond had a sacrifice to be made. I guess every game in the series so far has been a sacrifice, hasn't it? In Assassin's Creed 1, it was Al-Mualim that you sacrificed. He was kind of an asshole from the beginning, though. In Assassin's Creed 2, really it was Ezio in a way. His whole legacy amounting to nothing that he could ever realize. And everything that he worked for meant nothing to him, but only to the future. In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I'm not quite sure. Assassin's Creed 2 would probably have to be Lucy, though, right? You kill her in 2, don't you? No, it's in Brotherhood that you kill her, right? She would be the sacrifice in Brotherhood. Oh my god, 2 and Brotherhood kind of just blend together for me. In Revelations, it was Altair. He sacrificed himself. And Ezio, in a sense, again. Just because, that's the end of him. Finally passed on his genetics and had an offspring. Did a lot with fucking Ezio, man. I don't know if there's gonna be much side stories with Connor, though. I think there's a lot about Ezio, like fucking a million goddamn games with Ezio and with Altair. It's probably gonna be a million with Connor, too. Desmond's dead. I'm not sure how they're gonna continue this series. It's cool, though, that, the world didn't end. That's always nice. I really like that. Fitting end. kind of built up to a little bit just for that short cutscene at the end of the world being covered in like the Aurora Borealis, like a global event on that kind of scale. And I mean, there's like seismic activity, volcanoes going off. I don't know what really was happening with the sun, like if it was a giant solar system destroying flare, or if the sun is exploding, or what have you. But I guess, you know, it was averted. Maybe just a huge surge of energy. Kind of seems like some Mass Effect shit. Like there's cycles to it, and I don't know, spoilers for Mass Effect, I guess. But yeah, every so often, just the planet gets kind of erased and restarted. I'm not sure. The whole first Civ thing, that was pretty good. Like this, all the religions in the world being based off of these ancient people, these super intelligent, kind of super powerful people who had access to greater science than we do, that allowed them to kind of bend reality, it seems like. They were very vague about what's going to happen with Juno. Minerva kind of offered a very Templar solution. I thought that as soon as she started going on, like, oh, you're gonna emerge and lead the world and reshape it as you want to. I was like, yeah, that seems not that great. Like, I don't know. Even me, like, I know Desmond, obviously, he doesn't want that kind of control, and he said so. But even me, like, if I was in that situation, I don't know if I'd want to do that. But Desmond martyred himself. That was pretty good. I mean, it's not good that he died, but it's good that, you know, once again, I mean, I don't really have a lot to say on the fact that people die, but he died in a good way. He sacrificed himself for a much bigger cause than him. I don't know why the fuck Minerva cared so much about him being destroyed. I guess because he's supposed to be, like, the culmination of all of her, like, work and engineering and social and genetic weird kind of nonsense that she's doing. Juno kind of, like, hijacked that to save the world and do whatever she's gonna do. Again, I'm not really sure what Juno wants to do. She made it pretty clear that she hates humans in the emails that she sent. She's like, I hate you, but I'll help you, you know, save the world. I'm not sure, if she hates humans so much, why would she not want the world to burn and erase the majority of humans? Then instead of Desmond, like, taking over and being the prophet and shit, she could be. I mean, she's like a fucking ghost and has, like, access to weird technology and powers and stuff. So she probably would definitely become, like, a religious icon. I'm not sure. Maybe she doesn't even want to control like that. I honestly have no idea. I'm just speculating at this point. But yeah, good fucking game. I really enjoyed that. I am very satisfied with the ending. I don't really think that it's an ending worthy of 5 games. But what can I say? It was a fun journey of 5 games. They all had pretty fun gameplay. I mean, it got a little ridiculous with Revelations, because it's like, seriously, you're just putting stuff off now. But, I mean, now that I know that Assassin's Creed 3 has been in development this whole time, and that it was like different teams and people working on the other games and stuff, it's like, alright, yeah, fair enough. I mean, you know, the game comes out, kind of keep you going with this, you know, tie together everything. I guess after Assassin's Creed 2 came out, they kind of planned all this up after the game series got really popular then. I mean, the first one, don't get me wrong, the first one was pretty big. It was, you know, like a AAA title at the time. But 2 really kicked it off. At least in my my experiences with the... Oh, god damn it. Fucking credit sequence taking so long. I'm gonna split the video again. Hold on.